Dominic at the mall the day before, but he seemed like he didn't want to be bothered.
Nah, it'd be like that.
And welcome back to Midday with the Raj on 103.5 WCCH, the best in variety, with DJ Big Al, DJ Damon T, and DJ Genji.
Yeah.
You guys ready for a little bit of sports talk? And of course, Damon T went somewhere pretty important. You want to tell the people where you went, Damon?
Last weekend, I believe it was, went to San Diego, and I attended the Survivor Series in San Diego at Petco Park.
Woo!
What was your thoughts? What was your thoughts on it?
It was one of the greatest wrestling events I've ever been to in my life. Maybe I'm blowing it up a little more, but the John Cena Dominic Mysterio match in particular, to me, that felt historic. It felt Hogan, Andre, Rock, Hogan, that kind of thing.
Yeah, so you had that type of energy?
I did. Plus, Petco Park is just genuinely one of my favorite places ever. Seen a lot of Padres games there. So to see wrestling in the baseball park was just cool.
Oh, yeah.
It also doesn't really happen as often.
No.
So it must have been surreal just to, get a shot to do, certain things that don't happen every day. Where exactly did you guys end up sitting?
We sat hard camera side. We thought we were going to be sitting on the floor, but we were the first section up from the floor.
Really?
It was still pretty good. Like when Io Sky did her spot off of the top of the cage, she was pretty much eye level with us, which was really cool.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's always one of the best things every time she's in a War Games match.
Yeah.
Just jumping off the top of the cage. Doesn't matter what it is. If she's got a trash can over her head, it's like she is a freaking daredevil.
The personalized trash can this time.
Yeah.
I heard you had a few meet and greets.
We did a meet and greet. Unfortunately, no disrespect, but the company that ran the meet and greet, they didn't really inform people as to what was going on. So when we first went in the room, there was a buffet, and we're like, sweet, we're going to have food. And I see people lining up. I didn't know what it was for. Dominic Mysterio was the very first meet and greet. Oh. And the line was so long that by the time we got in line and realized what was happening, his meet and greet time was up. So we did actually get to do a meet and greet with Nia Jax and Maxine Dupree and Chelsea Green. And I think that's it.
Maxine Dupree.
What do you think the highlights of the night were?
Of the actual pay-per-view event, I would say the level of star power in the men's War Game match was just, that was worth the price of admission alone. Like I said, Cena Mysterio, that was a pro wrestling spectacle, exactly as it should have been. And just the general vibe of the crowd, and seeing, again, I've seen baseball on that field, and to see how many people they fit. I was actually glad we weren't on the floor so I could look at the field level, and to see that mass of people. And I actually didn't realize this, that was the largest Survivor Series crowd in history.
Really?
Yeah, because I think it was the first Survivor Series in, technically you would call it like a stadium, baseball park, not an arena, not like a civic center or something like that.
That's dope. And,
yeah.
I heard didn't you also say that you were hanging out with your fam down there too?
Yeah, my father and stepmother live in San Diego, so and they're actually season ticket holders to the San Diego Padres. So my father actually got advanced. He paid a pretty penny for them, but he did get advanced access to the tickets. So that's one of the other reasons we got to do the meet and greet and all that stuff.
Yeah, but because he probably has connections.
Yeah, well, so anytime there's an event that goes on at the ballpark, one of the perks of being like a season ticket holder is they'll give you first shot at tickets, no matter what it is. It's a concert or golfing. I don't know if you guys have heard that they do golfing from baseball parks now. During the off season, you can go golf from the upper deck.
I've heard of that before.
That's like a
I actually saw a video of what's his name, Trev's Chirps.
Sure.
You know what Trev's Chirps is, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So he did that at one point. I think at where was it? San Francisco.
Yeah. Yeah,
That's the
it's a whole company now. They started a whole thing. You can.
It's cool. It's the first time I've stumbled across something like that.
Yeah, I saw they did it at Fenway last year, and I saw pictures of a friend of mine doing it from Petco a couple years ago.
Nice.
Yeah.
Best match of the night?
Best match of the night for Survivor Series. Probably Cena Mysterio from a pro wrestling standpoint as far as like spectacle goes. And then other than that, the men's War Game match. I don't know. I don't know. What do you guys think, watching from home? Which was the better of the two War Games matches?
What do you think, Eric?
I'd say... Alright. I'd say it'd have to be pretty much the same picks that you have, Damon. Cena versus Dom, just obviously from a... This is kind of biased because I am a huge John Cena fan. And the men's War Games, I thought that was pretty good, especially the ending when Braun Breaker pinned CM Punk, because it definitely seems like they're gonna push that guy as a world heavyweight champion. He's gonna win it somewhere down the line. So I thought the choice to have him pin the world champion was great because it's clear that they see him as a top guy. Now the question is, will he win the title? At the January, the first Raw of 2026, will he win that title? We don't know, but we will watch to see what ends up happening.
So your favorite part was my least favorite part because I was wearing a CM Punk t-shirt pretty much the whole week. I had made a CM Punk sign. CM Punk and AJ Lee sign, to be more specific. And I said to my wife immediately as the men's War Game match started, I said, oh, it is no good that CM Punk is the first one in there.
No.
I said that dude, he starts to, much respect, but he starts to blow up cardiovascularly, at the beginning of matches, 10 minutes in, you could see his chest turning purple. And I'm like, these matches go about an hour. And so it made sense that he took the pin, but my voice has just started coming back because I was yelling CM Punk at the top of my lungs. For like about an hour during that match.
You had quite the lively crowd too.
Yeah.
And honestly, San Diego did a good job. And that men's War Games match was something. I think we all knew that the heels weren't losing.
No.
But for the women's match, I thought that the faces for the women, they weren't losing that either. And honestly, I think that the whole men's match, and then to the point with the Cena Mysterio match, I want to say that with that whole John thing, eventually, things we weren't gonna like. Damon did try telling us that too. He did try saying like, "Hey, your guy might not be coming out here," and I'm like, "No, I understand that. He only has like 2 weeks now. It's like 2 days." So like at that time, I'm like, "Well, you knew he was gonna be, getting the Grand Slam, but after that, you knew he was gonna be dropping it."
Oh yeah,
so.
yeah. He's losing the remainder of his. Well, I should say, his one match that he's got this weekend.
No, I was really happy to see him drop the belt to Dominic Mysterio. I choose these days to root for the heels. It's fun to watch little kids around me get mad when I go to wrestling events, But there is something to be said, is I think there could have been a story of Cena holding on to the IC belt and dropping it to Gunther, who is the modern day. Think about it. In his last match, he drops the belt back to the best modern day Intercontinental, maybe even the longest reigning ever Intercontinental champion. I don't know if he took over Honky Tonk's record or whatever, but
he did.
So there was a story to be told there. They just didn't tell it, and it's great. And Dominic getting the belt back is great, and him beating him in San Diego. I was
Return the favor from Boston.
I was interested to see how the crowd was going to be. I don't know how it came across on TV. It seemed more 25%, 75% than 50-50, which I thought it was going to be. Let's go Cena, Dirty Dom. You know, that's what I thought it was going to be. It was more just Dirty Dom.
Yeah.
The kid's hot right now.
Yeah. I mean, what do you guys think? Like, do you guys think that with the whole LA Knight Gunther situation, were you guys upset? Sort of. I mean, I was a little, because I was like, well, Gunther's already had like a few of his title reigns, and he's been a top guy, a top heel, obviously, of course. But I was just like, LA Knight and John have never had a match like one-on-one against each other. So I was like, wait. I mean, I know that Gunther and Cena haven't either, but I was like, wait, who needs it more here?
I mean, see, the thing is, I would have loved LA Knight to be Cena's final opponent, but I feel like with the span of time that they would have had in between, they should have given it more time. Like just have them have one promo interaction with each other in the ring at least like once or twice. Because LA Knight and Cena, they're both great on the mic. I mean, I would have loved to see that happen if they had the time to actually do that, but since they didn't.
Well, how much mileage can you get out of face versus face for Cena's last match?
That's the other thing. Yeah.
That's
Some people prefer face versus face or face versus heel for a retirement match.
Plus, so let me paint the next couple of years for you guys. Gunther just took out Goldberg in Goldberg's retirement match. Gunther's most likely about to take out Cena in his retirement match. We got a couple other people who are long in the tooth. AJ Styles has pretty much said, I'm done. Maybe Gunther is AJ's last match. And then, in a year or two, who knows how long, because the man's a cyborg, but the Legend Killer eventually has to have a last match.
Yeah.
So maybe Gunther is the Legend Killer. And he retired Goldberg, he retired Cena, he retired Styles, he retired Orton. Think about those T-shirts.
It's a pretty.
It would feed families, that's for sure.
It's a pretty decent take from you, Damon.
Thank you.
I don't know. That's if that happens, but also, yeah, Randy could be coming up on his ends too soon, and Styles is 26, but.
I mean, he might not seem like he's missing his stuff, but you never know. Some like to hang it up before they end up hurting their bodies even more.
I have not been a John Cena fan. He's been the guy I love to hate. This year, he's had some of his best matches with AJ Styles. That's a match of the year candidate.
Yeah, he's had some.
For sure.
He's had some good matches with the retirement tour, and I would say that AJ Styles match was insane as well.
Oh yeah. See, it wasn't just a nostalgia act. It was just two of the WWE's very best going at it one final time.
What do you guys think about his match when he at SummerSlam when he faced Cody as well?
Better than their Mania match.
Yeah, for sure. That was. I mean, I was so glad that he won the belt, but like everyone was like, "Oh, that match was just not good at all," and I was like, "Well, yeah, but the SummerSlam match." I mean, I was still kind of mad though that he ended up losing it to Cody at that time, because I was like, well, Cody had his things, and then you just give it back to him, and that's it. Pretty much now what? But then there was obviously a purpose for it, but that match was still really good.
Yeah. The kid in me was upset that he lost, but the adult me is just it was going to happen at some point.
John Cena doesn't need the belt to finish out his run, and also if he still had the belt, as much as it's it's his last run, holy moly, would that have been force feeding us if he had the championship belt and the Intercontinental belt on the way out. Like, what are we gonna make him, John 3 belts? You know, John 2 belts or whatever. You know, like the Becky thing, or like Mercedes Monet's doing over there. You know, like
I was literally about to say that too.
How many does she have? She's got like yeah. People are splitting that belt collector thing.
Becky,
you know
that
Becky
was,
2 belts.
Yeah, back in what was it, 19 or whatever.
Yeah. Yep. So, yeah, I think that they've done. I think they actually needed to swerve what they were doing with Cena, and this was, I guess, the best way to do it. You know, put the belt back on Cody, and put Cena into other storylines, more of like on the way out storylines. He doesn't need to be involved with any belts, especially going into this last match. This last match is just classic bad guy versus classic good guy. It's Rocky versus Ivan Drago. It's, you know, it's awesome. I think they did okay. I would not have gone LA Knight Gunther in the finals. I would have gone Jay Gunther because they have a history.
Ooh.
That's quite the take too.
You're gonna get a split reaction on that one, Damon.
What do you think,
reaction.
Eric? Do you think that what Damon said? You know, instead of it being LA Knight and instead of Jay, what do you think? You know, do you agree on with Damon on that, or you?
I mean, so we're talking about like if Jay would be Cena's final opponent, right?
No.
Or if he just
made it to the finals against Gunther.
Yeah.
If he made it to the finals, sure, people would be upset, but I think they would all know that Gunther's eventually going to win anyway.
Well, we knew that with LA Knight too. That's me.
Yeah.
You know, the heat is the rocket is off of LA Knight. So
They've had so many chances to just.
So you get a chance to add another chapter to the Gunther Jay story, which they've already written a couple chapters, and those are going to be 2 of your guys for the next several years. So why not add that layer of the story that also amongst the years that these 2 have been fighting each other, they fought each other in the finals of the John Cena tournament and blah, blah, blah. You know, that just...
It's another thing to add on to their repertoire
Yeah.
or like their resume, because like I did this, but
And then
most
we're looking
people don't do that.
Yeah, when
so,
you're looking at greatest rivalries 5-10
Okay.
years from now, you go Jay Gunther. You know what I mean? Like,
no, sure.
yeah.
I think also if they were to work something into that, they could probably try to exploit the fact that Gunther would have a weakness, because the only time he lost to Jey Uso was when Jey made him tap out. They could honestly, if that were to happen, they could try to work something in there.
And if you want to get real nerdy about it, I was noticing how when Gunther does the sleeper, he wraps his legs around. I believe when Jay put the sleeper on him, he did it the exact same way.
And that's it. You just
So
gotta
he kind of beat him with his own move.
you gotta beat them at their own game, you know.
Jay's the thorn in the side to the unstoppable force that is Gunther, who's running rampant over everybody except for Jey Uso.
Did you guys? I mean, I know that was a while. I know that was earlier this year, of course. But what did you guys think at that moment when you guys saw that happen in WrestleMania?
Which part?
The whole tap out part. I know that was so long ago. But
I think I liked it. I think I liked it because it was very unexpected. You know, if you could see Jey Uso winning against Gunther somehow, some way, but I don't think you saw it as a tap. You know, so that was excellent. I will say this on a side note about the match between LA Knight and Gunther. I love good storytelling in a match. He started working LA Knight's neck very early in the match, and then finished him off with this submission move that was almost like an STF, but with backwards hands or something, which was cranking on the neck. And I said halfway through the match, I go, the neck is going to play into the end of this match. And they did. So, that match at WrestleMania with Jay and Gunther, it was... Like I said, you knew there was a very good possibility with the momentum he had that Jay was going to win by letting him do it with a tap out and not just a quick, schoolboy roll up or something like that. It really added to the credibility of the end of that match, if you ask me.
that's a good point as well. What do you guys think what's gonna happen Saturday night?
I'll tell you what's happened. I'm gonna bawl my eyes out.
Well, I was talking about like the result of the match, not after the result.
Cena's definitely losing. It's your last match. It's common to lose your final match and kind of pass the torch onto the next generation.
I'll agree with that, but I'm gonna ask.
And he does do that a lot as well.
Clean or dirty?
Oh,
Oof, good question.
Pinned in the middle of the ring, or Imperium comes back and.
You think Imperium's gonna come back?
No, I'm just throwing out.
And then
there,
like just straight up like
pro wrestling tomfoolery.
I mean, he wants to make Cena tap out. Do you think Cena taps out on this one, or does he, or does he just pass out?
Yep, that's the one.
He's passing out.
Yep.
I was gonna say Cena's a guy that never gives up. The only time he's tapped out was before he started the whole never give up thing. Before he was even a Super
Cena. If you want to
Cena.
make Gunther look like a monster, people have to come into the ring to get him off of Cena after he passed out. He doesn't just let go.
Do you think the locker room clears out?
Oh, locker room clears out. All the
Jeez.
stuffed suits are out there. Nobody can get him to break the hold on Cena. And
It'd be like the whole accolade with Rusev all
Yeah,
over again.
yeah.
Okay.
I'm sorry to you guys ahead of time.
I mean, I love John,
I
but
should apologize to the kids.
I still think that. I mean, and honestly, if I was that whole LA Knight perspective thing, I still think that I'd be like really annoyed because I was like, well, if you look at like the successes Gunther's had, and like, yeah, LA Knight was a champ for a little bit too, but if you realize Gunther's had a lot of long reigns as well, so I was like, okay, well, I guess I see why they did the whole, heel versus face thing or whatever, but I was like, that would just been cool to see that kind of a send off, like, and he passes the torch to like LA Knight instead of Gunther, since Gunther doesn't really need a push. He's had pushes. He doesn't need one. I mean, I know LA. You know what I mean?
Well, but I forgot to add a name to my list of the Legend Killer. Eventually, Brock's going to have a last match, too.
Don't forget about Roman.
Okay.
That's true.
So, Gunther takes Brock out for his last match. Brock was the only guy who beat Cena, other than Cody, in Cena's retirement tour.
That's another match that annoyed me, this Cena's retirement tour. As much as I love Brock, I'd never choose Brock over Cena any day of the week, especially when they're facing each other. John would always be my guy. The only time I root... every other time John's not facing Brock, I root for Brock. Pretty much. If Brock's facing John, no. Nope.
I loved it.
I was mad. I was mad. No, I was mad. I was so mad because the way they did the match too, it was like SummerSlam 2014 all over again.
Yes, it was.
Just Brock picking up John literally repeatedly. 1, 2, 3, and I was like, why are we doing a remake from something like 12 years ago, bro?
Because sometimes it's fun to watch a movie that you loved the first time around.
Yeah, well, I thought that was really annoying. But
run out to the lab.
All right.
Station ID and a PSA.
No, 100%.
Oh, yeah.
What do you got, Eric? Before we jump into some normal sports.
So the WrestlePalooza match. What upset me more was it was pretty much a repeat of their 2014 match, and so from a storyline standpoint, their SummerSlam match made a lot of sense, and that's why it was good, even though people say it was bad, because it was basically just Brock Lesnar just beating the ever-living heck out of John Cena, but that was the point. He was the beast incarnate. He was the man, the machine, the guy that came out to destroy anyone and everyone. Like, he broke the Undertaker streak. There's no way you're gonna have someone break the Undertaker streak and not have them defeat John Cena, let alone destroy him in the ring.
That year for Brock in general, not to cut you off, I want to get you back to it too. Was just so dominant. The Undertaker streak. John beat Cena and Rollins at a Royal Rumble.
You could argue and say that was his peak year. and not his ruthless aggression year.
Well, Brock's had so many peak years when it comes to his career, so you gotta be more in detail with that. 100%.
So, all right. So back to the WrestlePalooza thing. What upset me about the match was that it was the first one of the show. And, it wasn't just any PLE. This was the first WWE PLE to be on ESPN. And the way how that match went, the reception was just horrible. Just downright horrible. Nobody liked it. The only ones who did, they were pretty much in the minority. This is your first match at the PLE. The purpose of that is to make the fans excited, to get them going, get them pumped up for the rest of the show. And you started off on a sour note like that. It's hard to stay excited, let alone be engaged throughout the rest of the show, because it's like, oh, if this match is going to be bad, then the others are going to be bad. Like, nobody cares.
Well, I honestly thought that this match was going to be later on in the night.
Not to mention the build-up was horrible.
There wasn't much.
They only slapped it on there.
They weren't...
money.
They also didn't have them... We know that Brock came back after his match against... Cena's match against Cody. We knew that. But they also never did any promos together. They never were on... any of the shows at the same time.
They only had one interaction.
Yeah, the one interaction they had was the Cena getting F5'd.
His final SmackDown.
Yeah. That was basically it. I thought it was really funny with Ron Cena. That was hilarious. He was like, "Who are you supposed to be again?" or whatever, and that was funny. But that whole WrestlePalooza talk though. That pay-per-view might be one of the worst pay-per-views I've seen.
It's definitely the worst of the year, but I wouldn't say it's the worst of all time.
No, I'm not saying the worst of all time. I'm saying it's one of them.
Yeah.
But of the year, it was pretty bad.
There have been way worse ones out there. For sure. I mean, like for example, December to Dismember, ECW. I don't know if you've ever given that one a watch.
Damon's back. So what's up? Yeah, what year was that?
That was 2006, I think.
Wasn't that the year where John was facing RVD?
No, that was One Night Stand. I'm talking about December to Dismember. That's when they had the Elimination Chamber match, and Bobby Lashley, he became the ECW champion. When originally it was going to be CM Punk. You might know what I'm talking about. It was an Elimination Chamber match.
WWE ECW days.
Yeah.
When they were combined.
Yeah.
Yeah, those were interesting days.
Yeah.
What do you guys think? I was explaining to Eric, I think that WrestlePalooza pay-per-view was just god-awful.
It was the worst of the year, but not the worst of all time.
No, I never said it was worst of all time. I just don't think everyone was like, oh yeah, this pay-per-view is going to be like something cool or whatever, and it was just not.
Unmemorable is what I would say, except for the Cena Brock match. That was memorable to me because they didn't just hand him a bunch of shiny toys on the way out, even though they gave him belts and stuff like that. He had to look human at some point during the run.
True.
So that's what WrestlePalooza, I guess, was about. And if you want to think about it from a business standpoint, first PLE on ESPN. ESPN UFC is your, quote, legit fighting. Brock Lesnar is a former UFC champion. If you are trying to get dude bros who don't watch pro wrestling to pay attention to pro wrestling again, you bring in a UFC legend like Brock Lesnar to obliterate the Hollywood pretty boy.
Or anyone with like an MMA background, right?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And Brock at this point is... I hate bringing this man's name up so constantly today. Brock at this point is Hogan. Doesn't have to be there all the time, but he sells tickets
Yeah,
when
that's
he's there.
fair.
You know what I'm saying?
At first, I was like, wait, hold on a second, but I'm like, I know what he's about to say.
Oh, that face you just made.
Yeah. He's
But no, I know what he was about to say now. Like at first, I was like, wait, but I'm like, no, I know what he. No. I know what he means
You
now.
know, he's Hogan. He's Austin.
Yep.
He's if you advertise him to be there, that sells a few extra tickets.
Yeah.
So if you put Lesnar on the first ESPN PLE, you've sold a few extra subscriptions.
Just don't make him scream again, because then if he does, he'll be like, "Whoa!"
Well, how about when he fell a couple weeks ago?
Oh yeah.
Or when he ripped his pants.
He's had a lot of good ones lately. I forgot about the rip pants one.
Quite amazing with
He just tried to get his gift back on him.
But here's it kind of reminds me of like a joke. I think it was George Carlin used to tell a joke about Mike Tyson. He was like, can you imagine being Mike Tyson? You just like walk into like a place and just go up to the salad bar and just do disgusting things in it and be like, what? Anybody got a problem? Like, you know, that's kind of where that's kind of like where he's at now, you know.
What do you guys? Before we go on to some little bit of normal sports talk, what do you guys think? Or no, who do you guys think the Masked Man is?
Oof.
I wasn't gonna forget about that before we just jumped to normal sports.
Yeah. So. I gotta think about this one for a bit.
So they want us to think that it's Seth Rollins.
Nope.
That's what they want us to think. We are hopefully too smart to know that it's not Seth Rollins. A lot of online theory that it's Austin Theory. Hey-o, theory and theory. Who else could it be?
There's some saying it could be Montez Ford even.
Sure, Montez has been given hints of turning, heel for a little while.
You think Montez Ford?
Okay, here's a question before we say who is it. Are they involved with the Vision?
Oh, okay, that's a good point.
Is Paul Heyman pulling the strings on the masked guy, or is the masked person someone of their own? Is it Becky Lynch? Again.
Yeah.
she does the whole cover my face and attack people thing.
Yeah, it seems like that's what they're trying to get people to think. They're trying to basically tell you, hey, looks like this masked person is with the Vision. But like you just said, how do we know it could be some vigilante trying to make it look like they're on the Vision side? Because even Paul is acting like, I have no idea who this masked person is. So,
Paul's acting. Paul's acting like
we don't know if he's lying or if he's telling the truth. That's the thing. But if he were, then I'd say it would be Austin Theory. But if he isn't, if he really doesn't know who this masked person is, who would it really be?
So
could be Seth Rollins, but I don't believe any of that.
Am I wrong in thinking that the makeup of the Vision is, for lack of a better term, young dudes?
Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely.
So who fits the bill? If it's not Austin Theory, who's a young dude? I'll turn the mic over to you guys.
Okay. Okay.
Eric, you up, brother?
Me?
Well, yeah. Give the mic to you.
Oh, I know. It's dude. This is where it gets really kind of tough to think of a logical answer. Who you got, Al?
Honestly, don't know.
That's where
I know.
It's like it most likely has to be Austin Theory, right? Like. Dominic.
Maybe.
You think Mysterio?
It could be. I mean, I feel like
obviously it's a heel.
They're gonna start teasing up a split between the Vision at some point, or excuse me, Judgment Day. Definitely the Judgment Day. It feels like they've been teasing that, but that's where it's kind of weird. It's like they go towards it and then they leave it out, and then they either go back to it or they just scratch it.
Yeah, but the Judgment Day at this point has become fluid. That group's been around for a long time, and think about who that group started as. It was Edge.
Oh yeah.
Priest.
Priest, yeah. Finn Balor.
Was it Finn right off the bat? No, I think they had to recruit him.
Edge was the leader, and then it was Damian Priest, and then Rhea. Then Finn came. They all turned on Edge, and Finn became the leader. And that's when everyone else just started getting in.
So you never need to actually
McDonough.
Break them up. You can just have someone leave them. Maybe it's Dawkins. I'm looking at the roster right now.
Dawkins, maybe.
What do you guys think that like superstars wise like?
Some are also saying it could be Fatu, but I don't know.
He's too thin for Fatu.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what my,
I don't know why they would think that. You gotta look at the body.
A friend of mine said the same thing.
I think he was just messing with you, Al.
No, but he's not wrong, and I was like, I don't know why even.
Is Braun Breaker a leader?
I think so.
He's had a couple good weeks on the mic.
He's starting to act like one.
Yeah. If you bring somebody like a Dominic Mysterio into that group, does he become a leader?
Whoa. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Just so you know, you're tuning into 103.5 WCCH, Midday with the Raj.
More like midday with the wrestling talk right now.
Midday with the pro wrestling.
Or what we did about last year, the Gingy Wrestling Forum.
Yeah.
Well, so.
GWF.
We didn't get a lot of episodes yet because I did not know how to edit, but luckily I'm way better at that now, especially with necessity.
Will this be an episode?
It could be.
You should be.
Yeah.
It could be.
Totally.
I think
just
so.
take the audio, put it all together.
I think the next couple weeks, like you can put this on with that as well.
Al's got us covered. He puts them on YouTube.
Yeah, I'll have this out.
You got it.
I'll have this out later on.
It'll be our second or actually it might be our second or third episode.
I can transition you into talking about professional sports and not professional wrestling.
Okay.
I do have to attend a class at 2:00. So what's on your agenda today? Let me see if there's anything I can pontificate about as far as the pros go.
Well, where do you want to go?
I'm mostly a baseball and football person, NFL, and then I got a little bit of Celtics love. I see you looking at the Celtics game for later. I've been following UMass men's basketball lately.
Really?
Yeah. Just kind of, they've been doing pretty good, and it gets towards tournament time, so around tournament time I start to pay attention to San Diego State University, UConn, which is usually a given, and UMass men's.
I think UMass just played Boston last night.
They've had some good games, and they've been winning some close ones, and then the ones that they don't win, it's been close too, and I think they have a small percentage chance of making the tourney this year.
Yeah, I think last night there was something going on at the Mass Mutual Center.
Yeah, that was the game. That was it.
That the Minutemen?
Yeah, it was
cool.
UMass against Boston College.
Nice.
My brother went to that game last night actually.
Oh, nice.
Yep.
They don't always play the Minutemen games up on the campus. They played it at the Mass Mutual yesterday.
They usually have games on the campus, but I think this was the Hall of Fame series.
Oh, sweet.
So that's why they had it over there instead of UMass.
Very good. Well, that's who I like as far as
What do you think's gonna happen this week? The Pats and the Buffalo Bills.
So the Pats had the bye week, and
yeah.
I am somebody who I often worry about the bye week when your team's on a roll. I know a lot of people say oh, well, they've been fighting so hard, it's good for them to have the break. I sometimes, I feel historically, maybe I'm wrong, statistically, teams that are on a roll and then have a bye week, they slip for a week or two. And I don't exactly know where the division and playoff situation is at this point. Are they pretty much in the playoffs for sure?
Yeah,
Can they afford to?
They clinch if
they win this weekend. They clinch. All right, but that's my opinion on it. I'm rooting for them. Obviously, I don't think the Bills have been as lights out as
you think
as they should have been or could have been, especially with the Chiefs looking a little
They lose. They
Yeah.
they were knocked out. Yeah.
I was trying to be nice about it, Al.
Yeah.
Clinch that playoff spot in New England.
Sorry,
Come on.
Mr. Swift.
Yeah.
So I hope that the Patriots win. I'm going to say yes because the Bills have not been as lights out as they could have been. It seems like somehow Vrabel came in and he's found something that's working, and I'm just going to keep my fingers crossed that something's going to keep working.
Yeah, man, they're looking really good. I think it's in New England. Yeah, I don't see why not. Dude, they've been nuts.
It's been a fun season to watch.
Do you think that they keep up the winning streak? I mean,
This, like I said, I personally worry probably a little too much that the bye week can take a little momentum out of you, but I also didn't expect Vrabel to come up with this kind of season with Drake May. So my expectations are being exceeded and just completely shattered. Or, they're doing the opposite of what I'm expecting. So, yeah, actually, I think they're going to win because somehow Vrabel has a magic formula. And that's my take. Thank you for having me on today, Big Al.
of course, brother.
I'm going to go to class, and this is 103.5 WCCH.
Best in variety, brother.
WCCH.
Best in variety.
Best in variety.
Thank you, Damon T.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Everybody, that was DJ Damon T. One of the DJs of this radio station.
And also, you can tune into his radio show on the schedule. It looks like it is on a Thursday. It's from 4:30 to 5:30 later on today. So
Yeah,
tune into the
just
Go
about-
Home Show with DJ Damon T.
Just about 2.5 hours from now.
And my iPad just fell over.
That's okay, brother.
Come on, let's go.
So we got. So we did mention the Pats. I know that we're gonna get into our game picks in a few minutes too, Eric. So we have the Celtics and playing the Milwaukee Bucks tonight.
Yeah.
What do you got?
Come on, man. You know me. I'm a Boston guy through and through. Let's go
Yeah.
C's.
I think the Celtics will take it here. We get a little. You want a little stand-ins update too, Eric?
Sure.
For Eastern and Western Conference.
Sure.
We got the Detroit Pistons at 19-5, the Knicks at 17-7, the Celtics at 15-9, the Orlando Magic 15-10, the Raptors at 15-11, 76ers 13-10, and we got the Cavaliers and the Heat at 14-11. Same with the Hawks. For teams who are above 500 right now. For the Western Conference, the Oklahoma City Thunder are 24-1. The Denver Nuggets are 17-6. The Rockets are 15-6. The Lakers are 17-7. I don't know if you saw LeBron dunk on a 7-footer last night.
I did not see that.
That was insane. The San Antonio Spurs are 17-7. The Minnesota Timberwolves are 14-11. The Golden State Warriors are 13-12, and everybody else is below 500. I know that Golden State plays tomorrow night against the Timberwolves as well. So Eric, do you want to jump into picks, or do you want to mention a little bit of Major League Baseball free agency and winter meetings?
Let's talk some baseball really
Here you go,
quick.
Eric. We got some deals down here. I believe the.
All right, let's see what we got. We got Kyle Schwarber. He has re-signed with the Philadelphia Phillies for a $137 million contract. Also, Edwin Diaz, he signed with the LA Dodgers, and they're coming into next season back-to-back World Series, World Championships. Will they go? Will they win it for a third time? We will find out. Also, the Red Sox, they were in talks with Pete Alonso, but unfortunately for Boston, they fumbled as they usually do with their business side of things. I know that was me throwing shade, but it just shows how frustrated I am as a Red Sox fan. Pete Alonso is now going to be playing for the Baltimore Orioles. Reason being is because the Red Sox, they offered him fewer money than what was offered in his contract with the Orioles.
Yeah, also about an hour ago, Robert Suarez and the Atlanta Braves are in agreement on a 3-year, $45 million contract as well. But what do you think, Eric? I know that the winter meetings they just ended yesterday too. But what do you think's next?
Hopefully, and I'm not. I don't think this will happen. I really hope it does. But the Red Sox, especially John Henry, they have to be spending more money. The fact that he has not spent any money on getting players for the Red Sox, it's super frustrating. And it's just proof that he's not a very good businessman. Like, literally. Even if you look at last season, sure, they made the playoffs, but they were lucky. They were honestly lucky. Even that one win they had against New York.
They were getting hot, though.
They were, but they got lucky. Especially against New York. They had that one win, and then, the rest of the series is just history. New York, they start winning games. They eliminate the Red Sox. That played a factor with Roman Anthony out with an injury. He'll be back next season, but you can only do so much with just one good player to keep the team going. You need more than that, and that's how teams like the Dodgers have been so successful. They're so consistent because of all their great players, and the Red Sox, they just don't have that. They got to have more than what they have right now.
Yeah, I want the Yanks to go out and start spending something too. They haven't done anything either. So we got about 8 minutes. Do you want to get to the picks really quick, or do you want to... Sound good to you?
For the NFL?
Yep.
Let's just let's put out that Phillip Rivers. He signed with the Indianapolis Colts.
Yeah,
44-year-old man. Age is just a number. Look at Adam Vinatieri.
Yeah, it's another one we're going to put up there. We got week 15 starting tonight with the Atlanta Falcons and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. What do you got, Eric?
Tampa.
Yeah, Tampa?
Definitely.
So do I, brother. So we also got the Sunday slot, of course, I honestly think we start off with the Cleveland Browns and the Chicago Bears.
Bears are definitely taking this dub. Browns are 3-10 right now.
We got the Commanders and the Giants.
Commanders and the Giants. I don't think the game's going to be very exciting.
No, not really. Doesn't really sound like that much of an exciting game. Two really horrible teams.
Al, I'm sorry, Big Al. I love you, and I know I always pick your team because you pick mine.
Is starting this week.
Yeah, but I don't know. I'm probably going to have to go with the Commanders, unless the Giants can eke out a dub in this one.
I mean, for the way things are right now, they currently have the number one pick, so them winning any games wouldn't really help that cause. And I know that we still have...
we got 6 minutes.
Yeah,
6 minutes
I was
left.
talking about we have 4 weeks or 3 weeks left with the NFL before the postseason. But I think in this game, Washington's they're gonna end up winning. We got the Ravens and the Bengals.
Ravens and the Bengals.
Lamar Jackson was back practicing today too.
Al, you know what record the Ravens are right now?
Yeah. You gonna do the honors, brother?
6-7. Okay, I'll stop.
I think the Ravens need... No, you're fine, bro. You're fine. I think the Ravens need a win, though, this week.
Shout out to all the kids out there.
And I don't know what's going on.
They're all for the 6-7, you know?
I don't know what's going on with Lamar Jackson, but something's up with him.
Yeah.
Ever since coming off the injury. I like the Ravens in this one.
Yeah, I agree.
We got the Cardinals and the Texans.
Texans.
Yeah, same. We got this is gonna be the lock of the day for me. I'm gonna choose. We got the Eagles and the Raiders. It's gonna be Al's lock of the day. What do you got for that?
That's your lock of the day?
Yeah.
It is. What is it? Raiders over Eagles?
Yeah, no, Eagles over
okay,
Raiders.
okay.
No,
But
Eagles
vice
over
versa.
Raiders.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah,
Although that Monday Night
I'd
Football
say
game was, ugh.
yeah. Ugh, that was
Jalen Hurts, 5.
horrendous.
Yeah,
Horrendous.
That was bad.
To put it bluntly.
That was bad.
Yeah.
I'll take Philly, this one.
Yeah,
We got
I got
the
Philly.
Jets and Jaguars.
Jets and the Jaguars. Obviously, Jacksonville.
Yeah, I
I
agree.
think they got this one.
We got the Chargers and the Chiefs. Chiefs trying to stay off elimination.
Yeah,
Chargers
yeah.
looking to spoil.
They're in trouble right now.
They are in trouble.
They're going with LA on this one. Give me Chargers.
Yeah, actually, Sam, I think the Chiefs they're cooked. We got the Bills and the red hot New England Patriots.
Let's go Pats.
Yeah,
Let's
I
go
think
Pats.
they're going to 12-2. We got the Packers and the Broncos. That's gonna be something.
That will be, yeah.
What do you got?
Give me Denver.
Yeah, Denver's defense is good, really, really good. But in this game, I'm gonna go. I know this is kind of a gutsy move, but I'm gonna go Green Bay
Ooh.
in this one.
It wouldn't be an episode of Midday with the Raj without a hot take or even a gutsy pick.
And we'll see what happens. We got the Lions and the Rams.
Let's go with Detroit. I've got a bit of a soft spot for them.
Going Lions here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with the Rams at home. We got the Panthers and the Saints.
Panthers. Definitely.
Yes.
Let's see.
Colts and the Seahawks
I think the Seahawks might get this one.
at home, and the Colts could use a win too.
Mm-hmm. They definitely could.
I'm gonna go with Seattle here. You got this is a no-brainer. The Niners and Titans.
Oh, definitely Niners, yeah.
Got Minnesota and the Cowboys.
You know what? Let's. Who you got?
I'm going Vikings. I can't stand Dallas.
Yeah, I'm sorry if you're listening and if you're a Dallas Cowboys fan, but we're Massachusetts people, and us people from Massachusetts, we don't like the Cowboys in the NFL. So sorry. Just a reminder, this is our personal opinion, and if you have a different opinion, then that's great.
We got Miami and the Steelers. Monday Night Football.
Miami and the Steelers. That is for Monday night. I say Miami.
On the Dolphins.
Yeah, they had a rocky start, but it seems like they've been getting better as a team.
I'm gonna go Pittsburgh at home. And now pretty much wrap up Midday with the Raj. Tune in next week as well, though, because Eric and Todd Thielen will be on the show next week for the John Cena review for what happens at Saturday night's main event. So
they'll be right back next week. Also, tomorrow, tune in to the DJ Gingy Show from 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. I'm playing some holiday favorites, as well as some that you might have never heard before. So be sure to tune into the DJ Gingy Show tomorrow from 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. Also, tune into Midday with the Raj every Thursday, 1 p.m. to 2 p.m.
sir, have a good week, everybody.
Yeah.